do you do I? See you met my faithful handyman. No! Not another one! I'll save you! It's what Batman would do! He's just a little brought down, you see, when you knocked. He thought you were the Candyman.
When I was young, I designed a machine to turn ghosts into paintings, and I traveled the world collecting them. That's horrible.
Okay. A quick shot. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, that came out wrong. You're not helping. You're not helping your case. You're not making this any better. You realize that.
Oh, it was glamorous, I can tell you. The souls of the dearly departed who couldn't rest, and you just went around and you started turning them into paintings. You're a monster. Well, tonight, I'm going to invite the whole town over for your birthday party. Oh, Clever, no! So I'd better start getting ready, shouldn't I? Where's my guillotine? Because that one door says, no, you need 2 stars to enter. I figured that was the door to the final boss. And apparently no. But then again, that was a week ago. I was very young and naive then. No!
Excuse me. Coming through. Sorry. Couldn't help it. I'm completely incompetent. Damn, I look good running into those heels. Ow!
Thanks to philosophy, all is forgiven.
And greetings, welcome everyone to today's stream. I am Coyote de la Mancha, and you're not. Takashi, lovely to see you. So, yeah, welcome to December 2024, and in celebration of that, and the various bizarrenesses that often come with the holiday season, stress, shopping. Sometimes your family is a release from stress, sometimes they're just another cause of it. I thought we'd take it down a notch as we usually do. And so we're going to have some nice relaxing tea and cookies and some puzzles with Professor Layton. And speaking of the holiday season, this episode's not-profit is the American Foundation of Suicide Prevention. The AFSP is a voluntary health organization that gives those affected by suicide a nationwide community empowered by research, education, and advocacy. And through their website, they offer a variety of resources for those who are dealing with suicidal thoughts, those who have survived an attempted suicide, those who have lost someone to suicide, and anyone who knows someone who is struggling with suicidal thoughts. Your parents are Christmas shopping. Well, you know, that might qualify for all of that. In any case, if you or someone you know could use our services, links are in the description. If you can afford it, please consider donating via the link below, and if you can't afford to support them financially, please consider giving them a signal boost. As well, let's face it, that's what I'm doing. So, wow, I don't remember anything of where we were. Okay, so let's shop for... Let's shop. Now you've got me. I've got shopping on the brain. Let's examine our story so far. Okay. So, journal entries. Holy crap, that's... Alright, so... We're on our way to the cafe through the passage below the clock tower when we bumped into Gerard, who's in a spot of bother. Oh my god, you are so British. I love it. He said he dropped something of great value near the park, but is scared of venturing out alone at night. As I always tell Luke, a gentleman's first duty is to help those around him, so we've offered to aid in the search. Which is one of the great things about this character, because he always strives to be a gentleman. 4 pages worth of entries. Okay. Time to skim. Oh, I went to church for the first time today. Yeah, I'm not terribly religious, but I do like, I do like the feel of a good church. And he's getting you a name, Bible. That's awesome. With your, actual name on it, I trust, not your government name. Yeah, when I changed my name, it was, distinctly a fine thing when members of my family were willing to start calling me that. And some people, your biological name. Well, sometimes it takes time, I had some relatives who really resisted for several years, but they eventually came around. Okay, so talk of a kidnapper. The cafe owner, Crumb, was extremely helpful. He told us where we can find a man who had a run-in with the aged kidnapper. This witness lives just north of the cafe. Hoping against hope that Ramon is merely off somewhere napping, I have a dreadful feeling that the worst has happened. To our shock, we stumbled across the very kidnapper we were investigating, just as he nabbed Ramon and dashed off. But just as we were about to reveal our findings to the inspector, to our bewilderment, Ramon returned home. So, what's going on here? Today marks our second day in San Mystere, and I was secretly hoping I could start the day off properly with a little tea. But no such luck. We've been summoned to Reinhold Manor and must hurry over to meet the inspector before he loses his patience. And most recent entry, no cakes for Chelmy. Chelmy was shouting at Matthew for bringing him cakes when he arrived and was also angry that we've been conducting an investigation that runs parallel to his own. Chelmy is the investigator. As much as I'd like to help find Simon's killer, there are other matters we should attend to first. Namely, checking in on Ramon to see what, if anything, he remembers of last night. All right. And lots of new mysteries. Yeah, we had to... as some of you know, we had to completely redo Mordor when my beloved compy swallowed its own head, and we had to sort of replace the motherboard and other stuff, and it was just awful. And unfortunately, whereas most of my games are saved on the cloud, this game was not! So, the save is going to be a little different than we left off, and I think it's a different edition, and it's just a wild and wacky world. Hey, this guy looks like Don Knotts. Oh, that's Ramon. Yes. When Layton and Luke finally tracked down Ramon, they were shocked to see him being kidnapped. Shortly thereafter, Ramon returned to the mansion with no memory of ever being abducted or stuffed in a sack. Both things that you would suspect to be memorable events. Let's see. God, there's like 8 new mysteries to solve. There's the kidnapping. Mysterious rumbling occasionally fills the air. Rumored to come from the tower, but no one knows the origin of the sound. Lady Dahlia. Baron Reinhold's late wife, Viola, is pictured cradling a baby in a photograph on Lady Dahlia's desk. While the two women seem to be complete strangers to each other, the resemblance to one another is too uncanny to be a coincidence. What's really going on here? Yeah. Takashi, sometimes the hardest part is just waiting. You wait until, you have reached your majority and you're able to move and get into a safe space. If you're not in a place that you can be accepted at home, I know it seems like forever, but as you get older, time moves more quickly. The waiting gets easier. Just hang in there, man. Cog discovery. Intricately carved cog with insignia recovered from the scene of Simon's murderer. Perhaps the murderer dropped it while fleeing the scene. Yeah, I have a feeling the rumbling sound may be because the clock tower is missing a few gears.
Sorry to interrupt the show and tweak music a little bit.
Alright, and the techno wizard Izzy the Fool is here to tweak the music.
It's just a little bit loud for the chill atmosphere we're trying to cultivate.
And yeah, Takashi, no problem, sir. Just hang in there. Remember that you have people who believe in you.
You're good. I'm out.
Alright, late Baron Reinhold hid this item, the golden apple, in San Mystere just before dying, and has promised the whole of his fortune to the one who finds it. The golden apple, incidentally, for those who don't know, is also the symbol of the Lady Eris Discordia, the Greek and later Roman goddess of chaos, discord, and anarchy. Low-key, you should do ASMR. Some people do listen to my Sunday streams for ASMR, or to sleep to, or to work to. And I thank you very much for the compliment. So, yeah, the golden apple is what Eris, or Discordia, threw into the party that she wasn't invited to, that the gods are having, that caused the whole fight within the Pantheon, which eventually led to the Trojan War. And yeah, and now so you have all of these wealthy family members, and potentially a lot of the village too, at each other's throats and biting over this. And and Takashi says, I would too, bro. I'm getting tired. Just listen to this. Yes. Fall into the slumber. Succumb to my power. I have no idea why I turned French just then. Perhaps, maybe it's just withdrawal. I need to get back to playing Zelda. For whatever reason, my Link always turns French. Alright, when Professor first met Lady Dahlia, Reinhold Manor was rocked by a noise so hard it shook the walls off the mansion and scared off Claudia, which was their cat, I believe, which I lured back by giving her fish bones, which is apparently her favorite treat. I'm starting to suspect this family doesn't like their cat very much. And then somebody has also stolen the crank that controls San Mystere's drawbridge. And until it's recovered, there's no way to leave the village. Why would somebody want to steal a drawbridge crank? Maybe they were just tired of all their phone calls. Yeah, I don't really have a good French accent. My access to the French language consists of having grown up watching Pepe Le Pew cartoons. So anyone who's actually a native of France, I apologize for making your brain bleed, but such is life. Alright, so that kind of catches us up. Okay. Preposition trouble. Moving right along, I need to find Ramon. Now this is the inspector. They're just hungry. They want to eat drawbridge handles. Yeah. I don't remember any of the accents I was using for these characters either. So, we'll just roll with it. You needn't worry. I assure you I will find Simon's killer myself. For now, just let me do my job and go back to your search for that golden apple. Ah, fair lady. Oh, Professor, how fortunate that you're here at a time like this. I have a favor to ask of you. Please, madam, ask away. I'm happy to come to your aid in any way I can. Oh, that's right, Cockney. Show me his Cockney. You told me that last time and I forgot. I'll try to remember that for the future. Thank you, Professor. Could you solve this puzzle for me? Oh my God! Ah, okay, it's a cultural thing. In San Mystere, they love their puzzles. But apparently they hate solving them. Fortunately, I am here. Though I'm not feeling up to the challenge, it won't solve itself. I know it's always puzzles, right? Yeah, I've been watching My Hero Academia, so I'm suddenly all about... Yeah, I'm all about All Might. I am here! Mother's Age. Puzzle is worth 20 out of 20 picarets. All right. A father and son are having a conversation. The father turns to the son and says, "You know, son, there was a time when I was twice the age of your mother. Of course, the next year, I was only 1.5 times her age. But still, that's pretty amazing, eh? If the father is 44 years old, how old is the mother?" And just like that, envision a buffed up Layton with the same button-tied face. Ha! Yeah, little known background lore here. If you've ever seen Coraline, you know about the other mother. So, Professor Layton is his young companion's other father. See, this is what happens when you reach your other father, and you allow him to sew buttons onto your eyes. The true adventure begins. A true gentleman goes beyond, Luke! Coraline, 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 you're in terrible danger. Yeah, Coraline is awesome. Alright, so, if the father is 44 years old. Now, time when I was twice the age of your mother, but the next year I was only 1.5 times her age. So, if he was 2 when his wife was 1, and then he was 3 when his wife was 2, then that would make him 1.5 times her age. So she would be, I'm going to say, 43 years old. So, keyboard, come to me. I need to write. Now will it let me type in? Yes, yes it will. All right. And 23 and submit. Ha ha! Look at me go! That's right, the mother is 43 years old. When the boy's father was 2 years old, his mother was 1. Next year, he turned 3 and she turned 2. When you realize this is the only combination of ages that yield the ratios, everything makes sense. Alrighty, what do I click to? What a relief. I can finally stop thinking about that silly puzzle somebody is going through, and I forget what character that I had decided it was, but somebody is going through. And everybody here, it kind of has this tendency to become fixated on things. And they'll sneak up on them like the brain in that one meme and be like, "Hey, are you asleep?" "Yes, I'm asleep. Go away." So if a man used to be twice the age of his wife, then the next year he was half again the age of his wife. And then they're like staring at the ceiling with these huge bloodshot eyes. "Oh, God damn it." And the guy runs away cackling. Oh, that's your sleep paralysis, demon. You have my thanks. Splendid painting. Where will it go? Oh, yeah, I also get to decorate hotel rooms while I'm here. And that's leading up to something, I guess? The item went to Luke. Splendid. His age, non-puzzle index. Splendid, splendid. Rock Ridge, splendid. Oh dear, I'm stumped again. Hello, Gordon. And I just know I'll never find a bride of my own if I don't solve this puzzle. Yeah, Gordon's kind of an incel. It's just instead of blaming the measurements on his skull, he blames his inability to solve puzzles. 25-year age difference. How long have they been married? Well, hey, if you can remember your girlfriend's birthday, sometimes that is the only birthday you need to remember. I barely remember my own birthday. But when I was married, I could remember my wife's birthday at least half the time. And the other half of the time, she knew that I had trouble with my own birthday even, so she forgave me. It worked out in the end. So... yeah, so they got married when she was 21. Know everything about your girlfriend, nothing about anyone else. Well, your girlfriend is kind of the priority. But yeah, so I guess he was waiting for her. 25-year age difference can be a really difficult one to bridge. My hat's off to them if they managed. So here's Gordon. Born when your mom was 18. Okay. If I had a tail that would get all kinds of poofy at that, I will admit. But moving on to puzzles. I'll spend my golden years alone, with only the smell of cats and boiled sweets to keep me company. Dude, cats and boiled sweets are awesome. What are you talking about? I beseech you, Professor, help me solve this puzzle. Of course, there's, depending on what brand of Christianity, life story is complicated. Oh, brother, I hear ya. Yeah, of course, if they're Protestant Christians, there is that tendency within that culture to try to get married, like, right out of high school, or even in high school. And, yeah. When I got married when I was like, I want to say 20. And then we had our first child very shortly thereafter. And a lot of my relatives thought that we were getting started out late. So it varies from subculture to subculture. And you get to make fun of your dad for being a dinosaur. Yeah, so there is that. Arifan, greetings! Arifan, this is Takashi. Takashi, this is Arifan. Alright, I'm helping Gordon solve a puzzle. Puzzle is worth 40 points. Wood cutouts. Okay. You have a single sheet of balsa wood as shown in the diagram below. Your job is to cut the wood along the dotted lines so that you end up with 4 identical pieces. You can rotate the pieces, but you can't flip them over. Okay. Okay. And this is what Gordon is relying upon to be able to gasp, get a girl. So, yeah, as I said before, we have now met the representative of the San Mystere incel community. And I'm taking this opportunity to attend to my tea. Today's tea is a lovely Echinacea blend with a bit of hazelnut. Very, very nice. Very yummy. I know, poor Gordy. Everyone makes fun of him, especially me. Oh, hot chocolate is awesome. And thank you, by the way. I knew you would come through for me in the end. As some of my gentle viewers and listeners may not know, I'm allergic to chocolate, but Takashi was good enough to volunteer to drink mine, so that I will be spared the temptation. Stout fellow, a fine gentleman indeed. And I'm stirring in the creamer while I ponder the ponderables regarding this puzzle. I wonder, are there actually women, or their idea of the ideal man, it revolves around a combination of puzzle solving and woodcutting skills? I don't know, but it sounds a little fishy. And then the Philistines among us have Coke and chili. Although chili is very good. Ah, tea. So lovely. Barbecue is awesome. I love barbecue, which is one of the several great and bitter ironies in my life, because I am also a vegetarian. So, where do you eat barbecue? Well, it's complicated. Yeah, dude, eat. Do not, even for the noble quest of my stream, which is both noble and questy, please do not go without food. Eat, you look thin. Okay, so... touch. Well, alright, but only because you invited me. So, memo, I believe, allows me to... yeah, I can manipulate things. Okay, you grab a small bag of chips. Well, that's not ideal, but you know what? You do what's right for you. Okay. Wow, yeah, I don't remember what any of this stuff means. No, don't delete all. I haven't even done anything yet. Okay, so... wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, that's only 4 across. I do it like that, and then rotate. Oh yeah, well, listen to your body, always. Alright, so those lines were definitely not what I was looking for. Let's see. Where are they? Alright, so... I must cut the wood along the dotted line so you end up with 4 identical pieces. But there's no limit as to how many times I can cut them. So my thought is, not so that it makes 1 square, which for some reason my brain skipped to. Obesophobia. Oh man, that's rough. Yeah, I distinctly do not have obesophobia. Food is my friend. Arthur, Arthur, we have to go to Gotham City. They pay off the cops there. We'll be rich. Let's see now. 1, 2, 3, 4 identical pieces. Okay, so doing it that way, actually, I'm thinking I may have had it right the first time. Just, see, for whatever reason, my brain wanted to overcomplicate the matter. So, can't flip them over. Oh no, they'll be identical pieces. But only if you flip them over if I do it this way. So you can doink, doink. If I rotate them, then that won't make them identical. So I need 4 identical pieces. Only 4. Dutch, this is your worst plan yet. All right. So I can cut as many times as I want in whatever configuration I want, but I need 4 identical pieces. Dutch, I just saw Micah get body slammed by him. Body slam Micah. Micah is an evil dick. 4 identical pieces. And Arthur's like, oh, that's all right then. Let's see. So I can't cut them such that they're mirror images, which is what my brain went to. So, let's see if I cut along these lines here. Wait a minute. Yeah, this one's 4 across. And the one that measures 4, joining them instead of 6, that's what's throwing me. Rescue the anime Neko cat girls. Oh, those poor dears, sign me up. Actually, technically, I'm not really into cat girls. I am into cat women. Yeah, so if any of you who are in the youth age bracket find yourself dating a like an anarchistic baseball bat swinging cat girl, see if her mom is single for me, would you? Thanks. Oh, don't judge the stream by the chats. Chat always does its own thing and it's glorious. Alright, let's see here. So that's, wait, 1, 2. That's 12. 24 plus 8 is 32. So I need each of these. 32 divided by 4. I need each of these to be 8 squares in total. So 8 squares in total. 4 identical pieces, not 4 identical configurations, otherwise I could just chop the crap out of all of this and then just put it back together however I want. Gonpachiro Kamaboko? Did I pronounce that close to being right? Actually, if there's a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure video game, we need to stream that at some point. That needs to happen. So, all right. You see, the temptation, since I need 4 of 8 pieces each, would be to cut here and here. But then I have these two 12 sections, and that's not going to work. Takashi says I need to stream bad parenting. That depends. As long as it doesn't get too real and it doesn't have too much in the way of like child abuse, it can definitely be a contender. But it depends. Okay. Yeah, this puzzle though. Oh, well, never mind. Yeah. Yeah, sorry. For all that, sometimes I will get frustrated and start, snarling and snorting like an imp out of doom. Yeah. It's like I'll never stream The Binding of Isaac, which is a great game. It's an awesome game. But the main theme is child abuse. And I'm never going to stream it, and probably I'll never even play it. Yeah, growling to me is better than shouting, but it's weird. It actually frightens people more sometimes. I think it's just because you're going off script. Okay, so rotation plays into it, and I'm having trouble visualizing this. So, for the sake of time, I'm going to go ahead and go for a hint. Just because I don't want to spend the entire day on this one thing. Don't start off by dividing the wood into 2 pieces straight through the middle. I already know that! This is the problem with these hints. They start out telling you stuff that you already know. Alright, let's try another hint. Okay. Alright. And I feel like that was too much of a hint. Like, the first one is like, alright, this blatantly obvious thing, don't do that. And then the second one is like, okay, so here's the exact shape that you're wanting to make. Really? Alright. You better start clapping those cheeks, Morgan, or I'll clap them for you. Is that Jasmine's sweet ass I hear? Alright, reluctantly, I am going to try to focus on the puzzle. I'm going to cut it into 4 arching shapes. And the trick is it already implies arched shapes here. So, cutting into 4 identical pieces. See, and again, the temptation would be to kind of try to cut it like this. But then you have these ones on the side. They have to be accounted for. So, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to ignore you. There's no stopping you. But that's the way it ought to be. This is a great chat, and I love interacting with chat. But yeah, I should probably just focus on puzzle while you guys focus on that. Reluctantly. Let's see. So, see, I just finished talking about how, oh no, you gave it all away. And then I started looking at the puzzle again. It's like, you did not give it all away. So, let's see if we have... Okay. Its symmetry always throws me. Everybody that I've ever spoken with who has dealt with autistic people has asked me if I'm on the spectrum. And I'm all like, well, I've never been diagnosed. But symmetry and an overabundance of pattern are irritants to me rather than soothing, so maybe not? Okay, I think there's a phrasing thing going on here. You end up with 4 identical pieces, But it doesn't say that all of the pieces have to be identical. So, one, no, that's not right. I can already see that's not right. Because then, what do I do with this? It's just okay. Yeah, Izzy the Fool has solved it because Izzy the Fool is, well, he's good at order and spatial relations. All the pieces need to be identical. Okay, it doesn't say that, but I'll take your word on it. So, let's see. It can rotate, but it can't flip. I'm just kind of playing with ideas at this point. What to do. Now, let's see. Yeah, fortunately, I did not have kids because I was tired of cleaning up messes. I had kids because I got tired of having to look for the remote control. Let's see. See, closing that off renders this unidentical to this. So... what if we do that? And then that. There we go. Okay, that's it. That's it. That's the puzzle. That's the solution. Now, how do I check it? I've forgotten how you check puzzles. Okay. So... here we go. There, that should be the solution. All right. And submit. I'm like, dude, what guy? Can we get a safety word established first? But fine, what the heck. Yay, 40 picarats. The picarats are mine. Touch. Oh, happy day. With that puzzle out of the way, I'm confident that no woman will be able to resist me. I don't know. I mean, the guy can tie a bow tie. So, he might be on something. pineapple safety word. I'll be bidding my loneliness goodbye before I know it. Mysterious bottle. Layton. I heard Star Wars with my vampire hearing. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, safety words. My favorite safety word is seriously. Because it has the advantage that not only will it be not be uttered accidentally, but if things are getting too weird, too personal, or too painful, and you're in a public context, out to dinner, out with family and friends, whatever, you can say, no, dude, seriously, stop. And it's not inappropriate for the circumstance. Anyway, with those puzzles out of the way, check in on Ramon. Where the heck is Ramon? A fan heard Miami Heat. I'm just gonna... What a lovely chandelier. Flora Reinhold. Okay. Baron Augustus Reinhold. That's the person who died and who tossed the golden apple. Yeah, interesting enough, Reinhold, Rhine, refers to something being pure or venerable or worthy of respect. Yay, puzzle-solving charm! Whereas hold, of course, refers to, hold. It's, you know, like a keep or something like that. Oh, hello, Putty Tat. Well, if it isn't Claudia out and about. That reminds me of a puzzle. Give it a try, my boy. I'd forgot how to be just... You cannot swing a dead mime without encountering a new puzzle to solve in this game. They are everywhere. Slight pause while I have more tea. Oh, good heavens, that's good. I need to get into the cookies soon. This puzzle is worth 30 picarats. Holy crap. Weighing cats. There are 3 different colors of toy cat, each color having a different weight. Examples 1 and 2 show their relative weights. You have 3 red cats, 4 black cats on one side of the scale, 4 white cats and 1 black cat on the other, giving this setup, what will the scale do? Don't you mean biscuits? If I was in Britain, I would mean biscuits. However, this is the colonial edition, and so I mean cookies. Touch. Touch! This is a very clear game. It always gives the invitation, so okay. So, 3 cats, 3 red cats plus 4 black cats equals 4 black cats plus 1... I'm sorry, 4 white cats plus 1 black cat. So... How to play Curse of Strahd and have a good time. Step 1, don't. Now that's like entering the land of rot. Step 1, leave. Okay. You know, I had been intending to start this out with a pad of paper, and I forgot that, so I'm just going to be using the memo for this and hope like heck. Alright, so 3R plus 4B equals 4W plus so much easier if I had one of those stencil things. Plus 1B. I'm going to get rid of that capital B just because. Alright. So. Let's see, so that means that 3R plus 3B equals 4W. So, pondering. All right. So, oh. No, that can't be right. See, and it's... Oh, okay. I'm using the wrong equation. Examples 1 and 2 show the relative weights. I was trying to use the problem as the example. Sorry. I was being very silly. Right. One of the problems a lot of times I have with math problems is that I try to attack it as a logic puzzle, and sometimes that works better than others. And this is more a math problem than a logic puzzle, although there's a lot of overlap between the two. So, let's go over what we know, and then we will go over what we're trying to deduce. Or W equals... a total lack of penmanship. This is like the only game, maybe one of 2 games, that I have that would actually work better with a stylus. So it's really not worth it to purchase a stylus. But every now and then I wish I had one, just because it would be easier. Okay. Or W equals 5B. Additionally, we have 2B plus 1W equals 3R. Therefore, $3R plus 4B will have what relationship to 3W plus 1B? Much better. So we're not trying to solve for x, we're trying to solve for relationship. And math is a lot easier, says the guy who's not good at math, but is good at logic puzzles. Sometimes, sort of, kind of. If you remember that literally all mathematics is, all it is the utilization of symbolic logic to show relationships. You know, that's all it is. So, if 4W equals 5B, that also means that W equals 1 point. I'm gonna have to write that lower. Try that again. So W equals 1.4, I think. Let's see, 5 divided by 4 is, yeah, if 5B equals, no. All right. Yeah. W equals 1.4B. Then if 3.4B equals 3R, then crap, where did I put my calculator? Hang on a second. Let's see now. So 3.4B is equal to 3R. If I divide each of those sides by 3, then I get R is equal to 1.133 repeating B. So, that also means that if we take it back to what R equals in terms of R is painfully close to what W is, it looks like. So yeah. So, okay. So what we have here in the balance is 3R plus 4B has some relationship to 3W plus 1B. So, and those of you who are math majors are screaming and smacking your forehead into the wall that it's taking me this long to go a long way around my bum to find my fingers, but bear with me. So if we reduce everything down to its value in B, just for the sake of simplicity, since each red cat is equal to 1.33 black cats, so we take the 3 red cats here, alright? Then we multiply that by their value in black cats. And that ends up with 3.399 repeating. And then over here, each white cat is worth 1.4 black cats. So, 1.4 times 4, because there's... Uh-oh. Oh, no. Do you see what I see? I already messed up. I put down there were 3 white cats here, and there's 4 on the scale. Oh, crap. Oh, no. Oh, bother. Oh, help and oh, bother. That means all of my calculations are wrong. Okay. Well, not much to do for it, but do everything over again. So, okay. Yeah, when in doubt, and you realize you've made a critical error, sometimes all you can do is start again. And I was feeling so smart. I was already congratulating myself. And then I was like, oh, wait. 3 red, 4B. Okay, that one's right. 4 white plus 1B. Okay, that was right. Okay, now. Yeah, that's a huge oversight. Holy crap. I would have felt horrible if I had not caught that. Okay. So. Crap, let's... Oh, wait a minute. No, my calculations were right. My calculations were right because it was based on this stuff. I keep thinking this is what it's supposed to base it off of. Derp. Okay. Ha. Alright. Sorry. We're going to do this again. Alright, so... 3... No, that's 4. God! Ah! Yeah, I'm not actually mathlexic. I don't think. But I'm heavily dyslexic, and that plays its role. So, okay. 4W equals 5B W equals 1.25B. That I had correct. Now let's make sure this one was correct. Oh, cool, your aunt came over. And then we have 2b plus w equals 3r. Now, since we know that w equals 1.2b, 1.25b, that's 2b plus 1w. All right, so that is 2.5 w plus w. So that's 3.5. 3.5 w equals 3r. R equals, crying out loud. Okay. Okay, this was right. I had to double check because I made mistakes. 1.66 repeating W. Therefore, holy smokes. So, if I go ahead and just, 1.66 repeating W, which is equal to, each one of them is worth 1.25B, therefore, lots of sixes, W. And then I multiply that, so that's roughly, roughly 2B. And I'm not being super precise here because all I need to know is the relationship between those two. Therefore, if I translate everything into the value of B, so I'm turning everything into black cats, because black cats, as every person knows, are the best cats. So, scale 1, scale 2. So now we're looking at the one we're actually trying to solve. So, 3 red, 1 red is equal to 2B. Alright? So 3 red equals 6B, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 10B has some relation to 3 white cats plus 1 black cat. Alright, so 3W. 3W is, is 3W, okay, 1W is 1.25B. Alright. So that's 3.75 plus a black cat is 4.75. Therefore, 1, put that B in there, 1 is greater than 2. And I know this because the alligator always eats the larger portion for its snack. Alright. Does that look right to everybody? I think that's right. I think that's right. Therefore, it will tip left. Therefore, the answer is A. Okay. I am satisfied with this answer. Are you satisfied with this answer? I am satisfied with this answer. Okay. A. It will tip left. This is to the left. That is where it's greater. That is where it tips. I've found my mistakes. I've solved my errors. It should tip to the left.
How does this sound?
Ah! And I am correct. Yeah. If you replace the red cats on the left with the equivalent weight of black and white cats, and the white cats on the right with the equivalent weight of black cats, the puzzle becomes much simpler. I have trouble with that visualization a lot of times. Believe it or not, reducing this to an algebraic equation was actually easier. Even though replacing black and white cats is also an algebraic function, phrasing it in terms of variable and solving it the way I did was actually easier than trying to mix and match like that. Oh man, Korean class. People speaking over you in Korean. Once you realize how you need to look at things, it's not a terribly difficult problem, now is it? Okay, Professor Layton, I love you, man. I really do. But one of these days, Luke is just gonna biff you right in the conch. Oh, and interesting note, yeah. Luke has not yet replaced his eyes with button ones. So actually, he still has the option to leave the world behind the door if he wishes. You got a painting scrap. Weighing cats is now in your puzzle index. I still need to check on Ramon. I'm just trying to get there. I don't even know where I'm going. Where is he? Where is Ramon? Where is he? I don't know where he is. Morning summons, no cakes for Chelmney. Yeah, I need to... Ah, but where is he? He didn't seem to be... Yeah, he didn't seem to be in the manor. Is he in the manor? I don't know. Maybe he is in the cafe. Oh no, there he is! Hi, Chelmney. I loved you in The Ghost and Mr. Chicken. Good day, Ramon. How are you feeling today? Fit as a fiddle now, Professor. Perhaps even as vivacious as a violin. And let us just take a moment and appreciate Ramon. Don't ever change, man. Don't ever change. Oh my god, that's good tea. Yeah. Chicken chow mein. I remember chicken chow mein. That awful fatigue from last week seems like it never happened. As you can see, I'm bursting with energy, and my skin is as soft as a baby's. I feel like a teenager again. Is that so? That's good to hear. He doesn't seem to remember what happened yesterday, does he? He has no idea what happened. Yeah, we found this guy totally just stuffing him into a bag, apparently. Although it might have been like, I don't know, a mannequin of him, maybe? Did Ramon bathe in the blood of the young? I'm not going to rule out the possibility that we've got an Elizabeth Bathory going on here. But, I don't know. I mean, he doesn't exactly seem the type. But at the same time, you know, when a person says, I feel like a teenager, it might be like he associates the way that his body is responding to its cues and commands the way that a teenager would. Or he might mean it like the way some people are like, oh yeah, I kind of feel like a hamburger. So, I don't know. We'll just have to see. Yeah. Let's see. He has no idea what happened. And by the way, if you guys like what I'm doing, please consider giving the video a like. It really helps the channel. And if there's something that you don't like about it, go ahead and give me a thumbs down. I don't mind. And let me know what I could improve in the comments. So what's our next move, Professor? We shall respect the we shall We shall take speech lessons. We shall respect the inspector's wishes and leave the murder case alone, Luke. It's as Inspector Chelmy said, solving crime is the police's job. Besides, something tells me that this case and the Golden Apple are more related than we realize. That's that intuition of yours talking again, isn't it, Professor? First and foremost, we need to find a clue that'll bring us closer to the Golden Apple. Perhaps one of Baron Reinhold's relations or close friends can help point us in the right direction. Of course, there's also someone else. Let's see if the butler has anything to say on the subject. Chapter 5, The Hunt Begins. It's finally time to start the search for the Golden Apple. Explore San Mystere for clues. Remember, the search for the Golden Apple is the entirety of the reason that I first came to San Mystere. Chapter 5. Only now does the search truly begin. Whew. Talk about somebody who loves foreplay. Save my progress? Yes, please. Please save my progress. Okay. Talk with Matthew. Matthew is probably in the manor. I will return to the manor. Gasp! Delighted gasp! Why, there's Matthew! Hello, Matthew, old bug. How are you doing? Oh, he can also wear a bow tie well. Yeah, anytime you're going to Gotham, don't step on the bodies. Back so soon, Professor. Matthew, I was wondering if you knew anything that could point us in the direction of the Golden Apple. Anything you know would be a great help. For example, did the Baron say anything before he passed away? I'm so sorry to disappoint you, Professor, but the Master never said anything of the sort to me. I'd very much like to help you in your search, but my duties here prevent me from leaving the grounds. Okay, I think we need to remember that. If he is found leaving the grounds, he will immediately be suspicious. If only Ingrid was around to provide some assistance. I beg your pardon, sir. Ingrid? Scottish accent. Okay, here we go. It's been years since she left, but Ingrid used to work as a servant in the mansion. She was Flora's nurse, and she often helped me with my work. Matthew! Oh, you have transgressed. Yes, milady. I'll be right there. Please excuse me, sir. The lady calls. If you're curious about Ingrid, why not pay her a visit and talk to her yourself? Let's see, at this time of day, I'd imagine she'd be out walking around by the village shop. Please do me a favor and tell her that I send my regards. Imagine Dutch bringing the gang to San Mystere, and he has Arthur illustrate his puzzle ideas to impress the locals. Certainly, I'll be sure to pass on your message. Thank you for all your help, Matthew. Isn't Ingrid that sweet old lady we passed by before? Said Luke. Indeed. We also saw her in that picture of young Flora. Come, Luke. Let's go and find the old girl. Off we go, then. The village shop is just outside the manor, right? We'll be there in no time. Please, sir, I want some more puzzles to solve. Yeah, P.S. Do not let Ingrid hear you calling her an old girl. Okay. Interesting, there's a lady's hat there. I found a hint coin. Okay, not what I was looking for exactly, but... Zing! Holy crap, okay, find Ingrid. Oh, she's right there! Oh yeah, see, Crouton. I had to find Crouton, and there was this, fittingly enough, a metaphorical trail of breadcrumbs leading me to Crouton. But Ingrid, she's feckin' right there. This is awesome. Ha. Oh, goodness me. If it isn't Mr. Layabout, was it? The name's Layton, madam. Oh, that's right, Mr. Layton. What can I do for you, sir? Earlier we were talking with the butler at Reinhold Manor, and he mentioned you used to work there. We'd very much like to hear anything you might know about the Baron. Okay, watch when her speech balloon vanishes between sentences. She's levitating so that she can speak to Professor Layton more easily. Heavens, you want to hear about the Baron? I'm afraid the only stories I have are from when I worked at the manor, and that was years ago. Ages ago. In fact, I was never there. I used time travel to get around in telekinesis to talk to strangers. That would be ideal, madam. Would you mind telling us one? All right. Well, I suppose I could tell you a bit about the Baron and his former wife. The way Master Reinhold and his wife would carry on, they almost seemed to be like children. Lots of tag and monkey bars? You'd never seen a man so in love as Master Reinhold was. Okay, so more like Calvin and Susie Durkins, maybe? When she passed away, Flora was all the Baron had to remember her by. Okay, I realize I'm in a minority in this, but I find it weird to look at offspring as something to remember one's spouse by. So he raised that little girl with all the love a child could want. Oh, the things he'd bring home for her, toys from all over the world and teddy bears as big as yourself. I'm not that large, really. This is actually a hologram that I use. I can actually fit into a jar. He
was in high spirits in those days. He really wanted to give her all the affection in the world. So, where has Flora gone? Well, your guess is as good as mine, sir. I have no idea where that girl went. She left the mansion well after I stopped working for the Reinholds. Some say Lady Dahlia put Flora on the street to keep the family riches to herself, but that's nonsense. After all, the Baron cared about Flora so much, I can't imagine that he'd allow something like that. You know, you just reminded me. Oh, God. Another one. The grave of the Baron's former wife is located in the manor garden. I wonder who takes care of it now. Oh, well, thank goodness. I thought she was going to do a direct segue from the Baron's death into a puzzle. Oh, wow, what a relief. The Baron's former wife is buried in the garden? I guess it's better than burying her in the golf course. Thank you, madam. You've been extremely helpful. Luke, let's head back to the manor. Absolutely, Professor. Oh, and how are things going with that necromancer you've been seeing? Oh, splendidly, Luke. In fact, she's talking about us raising a family together. Oh, my, Professor, that's wonderful. Although, that does seem to be a bit quick, doesn't it? Well, it should be. They're all buried near one another. And I have a feeling that the grave might hold the clue we've been looking for. Yeah, is it the full said puzzle? Where's the Baron's wife? Buried. Grab a shovel. And that just kind of sent me careening. Hey there, Professor. I bet you're here to solve my puzzle. I'm right, aren't I? Yeah, of course I'm right. Okay. I've doomed myself. I thought clicking on it was going to be cool. Maybe it'll be a cool puzzle. Maybe it'll be a cool puzzle. A lot of these puzzles are cool. Maybe this will be one of the cool ones. It's 50 pecarats, so it'll be a tough one. Two boys are playing a game in which the goal is to take the longest route possible from point A to point B, as shown on the map below. The only rule is that no section of road can be traversed more than once. Wait. No section of road. How are you measuring a section of road? Is it the entire street thing? I guess it's just a street. No street can be traversed more than once. What course should they take in order to cover the longest distance possible between point A and point B? Okay, that's interesting. It's cool to kind of flip that on its head, because normally you're looking to find the shortest distance. And here we're finding the longest distance. I can dig that. We are on our way. So, okay. So what if around like that, up there, and down there, and around and around and around, comes out here. Arthur, grab a shovel. The wife is buried with the gold. Actually, I wouldn't put that past Dutch. Okay, so that's a fairly long route, isn't it? Maybe there's a longer one. What if we go like that, and down here, then up, then around here, then around here. Yeah, that looks pretty long too.
Um, Or should I have... Oh no, I see what I should have done. Here, then down, then up, then over here, then down, then up. Oh no, not up there. Then here, like that. All of these look... Your head hurts with the French lessons. I don't blame you, man. Yeah, that could be rough. All of these look long. Okay. All right. We're going to take a different approach to this. So. Oh, come on. I want to be able to do different colors. Ah, let me color. Ah! Golden Peak tea. The very best of all teas. A true connoisseur, I see. Yes, the gentle puzzle solver. Okay, so what if... So here's the route that I am contemplating taking. Oh, wait, you know what? Six, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 27, 28, 29, 30. Contrary-wise, we go this way. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So the red route uses 30 circles. The green route takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. So, is there one that goes even longer? What if... the other hand, if I do the route with the blue circles, then we're looking at about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. I think. The blue route and the green route are awfully close to each other. But I think I'm gonna go blue. All right. Down like that, like that, like that. Okay. So, think that, 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 like that. Is that right? That looks like the same thing at a glance. Okay. I think this is the right answer. I think. I mean, it's hard for me to tell. But I think this is the longest distance. And now I will submit.
There we go.
Apparently not.
I suppose I thought wrong.
Huh. Okay. Start again. Yeah, and I get fewer picarettes now. Oh, and I don't have my notes anymore. Okay, yeah, that's fine. All right. Maybe that one's longer? I'm gonna try this one.
Luke, here's my answer.
Also not.
How embarrassing.
All right. Okay, so I tried being methodical. That didn't work. What about this one? This one looks long. I'll try this one.
That should do it.
Also no.
How embarrassing.
Okay. Let's see if the hint is going to be useful. All right, hint. Show me something useful. Yeah, geography has never been my strong place, as has been... Okay, so hint 1 is your first attempt might not be correct. In order to walk as much of the road as possible, walk as much of the road as possible. Okay. Gosh, you're so special. Give me another one. Some roads are long and some roads are short. When you chart out your course, look at the roads you haven't walked on. Okay, yeah, also useless. Thank you. Start at point A. Then when you reach the left border, start heading south. Longest path you can draw will form an S-shaped line through the middle of town. I feel like I did that. Wow, you're just not wanting to do that, are you? Alright. Okay. So let's try this one. And see if this one works.
Luke, here's my answer.
Also wrong!
I suppose I thought wrong.
Okay. And that's all the hints that I'm allowed. Wow. Okay. Maybe this way. Alright, let's try this one. This looks suitably serpentine.
There we go.
Also no.
Oh, how embarrassing.
Outdone by geography. Yeah, now this one, I mean, technically it's the same distance whether I go left here and then down, or go down and then left. But I'll try this. Nope. Yeah, alright.
Embarrassing.
So sometimes the puzzles are a little odd. Surely that is not the longest distance. Alright, you take care, Takashi. Thanks for stopping by. Have the Google solution at the ready, but don't send it yet.
That should do it.
Nope, okay. And that one I went ahead and decided, oh, maybe when they said it should be an S shape, they meant it should be an S shape. And no, the S shape is not right. So the S shape, when they say the S shape, it's not really the S shape that they want. Okay, now this one, the only difference between this one and, yeah. Okay, Takashi's awesome. The only difference between this one and one of the previous ones I did is because it, well, No, wait, hang on. Yeah, I messed up part of this. Me do that. Alright.
That should do it.
Nope.
I suppose I thought wrong.
Alright. The instructions I was given are to go all the way to the left and then go down, and that the ultimate solution should be S-shaped. And this is blatantly not the right solution. See, I keep wanting to go for that one, and that one's been rejected already. So... when you reach the left border, start heading south. Longest path you can draw will form an S-shaped line through the middle of the town. I mean, that looks pretty long, doesn't it? It's not S-shaped. It's not the longest line. Somehow. Yeah. So, what if... down... Let's see, once again, I could go this way, or I could go this way, and it amounts to the same amount. Oh, there we go. That's what I was missing. That little zigzag right there. Okay, that looks right. I'll bet that's it. Seriously, I don't know why geography is so hard for me, but spatial relations involved with that kind of thing, really rough for me. Just one of those things. But this should be it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that was 40 picarats. Speaking of leisurely strolls, have you been outside today? If it's sunny, why not go for a nice walk? Irby, it's cold outside. Great job there, Professor. Even that puzzle didn't faze you, huh? No, rest assured, under this calm demeanor, I am quite fazed, my good man. Course not. You're a pro. You're a real piece of work, Professor. You know that. I'm not sure how you mean that, but okay. Course you do. You're a scholar, after all. I got a painting scrap. Puzzle 59, the longest path, is now in my index. Yay! Find the grave at the manor. Going to the manor. Oh! Oh, that fellow whose duties always keep him from leaving the manor has left the manor. Let's go talk with him. Hmm? Oh, look! It's Matthew! Good day, Professor. Were you able to track down Ingrid? Yes, we did. In fact, we were just speaking with her. I mean no disrespect, but she said the grave of the Baron's former wife lies on these grounds. Do you have any knowledge of this? Lady Viola's grave, sir. I was just about to visit it myself. Would you mind if we came along to take a look? Not in the slightest. Right this way. Here's the entrance, sirs. Please watch your step on the way in. For untold ages, these flowers have grown in the graves of my forefathers. Now they grow on the grave of my son. Yeah, I think I need cookies too. Oh my god. Cookie break. Time for a cookie break. These are shortbread cookies. Oh, they are so good. I'm going to mute just briefly so you guys do not have to listen to me munching. You're welcome. Oh, so good. Everybody take a cookie break. Yeah, peanut butter cookies are also really, really good. But for tea? Oh, dude. Shortbread. Oh my god, yes. I would make a terrible British person. I mean, I love tea. I love the idea of tea time. But I hate tiny food. So, you know, I'm all about, yeah, give me like a 32-ounce mug of hot tea and a hoagie, and that's tea time. Jammy Dodgers. I've heard of them. I don't think I've ever had them. I'll need to try them sometime. Alright, now that I've got cookie crumbs all over my mouse pad. Oh, pecan sandies. Oh, okay, I need to get pecan sandies for the next puzzle stream. Anyway, this is Lady Viola's grave. Gosh, this place is really nice. It's not creepy at all. The late Baron, rest his soul, told me to keep this place in proper order. And I have tried to do so. Oh, gem filling and cookies. I probably shouldn't be talking about gem-filled cookies while talking about a crypt, but I gotta be me. Here sleeps Viola, my one true love. You know, that's a really unfortunate thing to have on her grave since he remarried. This statue looks so much like Lady Dahlia, it's hard to believe it's someone else. Back when Flora was just a tiny little thing, Lady Viola used to take her to the park. Some of the flowers in the garden grew for the ones Flora planted here for her mother. Oh, I forgot to tell you about the Baron's diary. It should still be on the desk in my lady's room. Holy crap, Matthew, that would have been nice to know before. Do you have any clues about the Baron's last intentions, or his wishes, or his last thoughts? None whatsoever. Nothing that might have a clue where the golden apple could be stored. No, sir, nothing, I'm afraid. Are you sure? I'm completely positive. Oh, I forgot to tell you about the Baron's diary. It's possible that it might contain some information that could aid you in your search for the golden apple. Do you think? I love how even the professor, I mean, he's still smiling, but he's got his arms crossed now. My thanks, Matthew. I'll be sure to give it a once-over later. Now then, Luke, we'd best head back to Reinhold Manor. Okay, there are worse things than listing your first wife as being your one true love on her grave. If you're looking at if you potentially get married again. For example, I imagine you could have some rather awkward moments when you get remarried if your former spouse is also there. Do you promise to be married lawfully to this person for as long as you both shall live? I do. And in the background... Yeah, the diary has all the dirty secrets. Information that could have been brought to my attention yesterday! Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. And now everyone is scattered. Look, puzzle-solving charm, very nice. Could this be another Reinhold family portrait? Hint coin. Look, there's a puzzle hidden here, Professor. In the chandelier? The Vanishing Cube. This puzzle is worth 20 picarets. Oh, well, it should be easy then. On the table below are 4 cubes made up of matches. Can you change 4 cubes to 3 by moving a single match? Touch. Touch the cubes. Touch them, I say. Touch them. Yeah, that looks like 3 cubes to me. Does that look like 3 cubes to you? Arthur, go fetch the diary. We need to know where the anime catwomen are. So what do you think? You think this is what they've got in mind? The problem with some of these puzzles, it isn't so much does it work as is it what they were thinking of at the time? No, that's not it. That's not it. Can I rotate it? I can rotate it. I feel like I'm very close to this solution. Because, I mean, this is... Alright. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, this one plays off of the tendency to fill in incomplete lines. And that throws you, because you see it with all the complete lines, and that makes it difficult to imagine it without those lines being there. Imagination. She is key, is she not? No. Yeah, can't leave an incomplete shape behind. And I really don't want to ask for hints, because the hints are just going to tell me, well, oh, here's two things that you already knew, and for the third one, we'll more or less give you the answer. Although in their defense, even when they gave me the answer to the last one, I didn't quite get it. There we go. There we go. That's 3 cubes right there.
I think I've got it.
Ta-da!
I've solved it.
Piece of cake. Now let's go find more puzzles. Let's instead, can we just, I want to find that diary. Ah, this must be the diary that Matthew spoke of. Her ladyship isn't here, but I'm sure she won't mind me pawing through her personal effects so that I can go through the possessions of her dead husband. Yeah, Chelmy hates cake. Chelmy can suck it. Cake is awesome. I have to admit, he seems to know where everything in the manor is. Well, he is in charge of bottling. There's something about reading someone else's diary that just doesn't seem proper to me. However, the investigation must continue. So... yeah, also, I mean, the guy left his inheritance based on a puzzle. I think the implication is that this is what he would have wanted. Now, that being said, one time in a literature class, we were looking over a collection of poems written by, I don't remember the author, but she was a brilliant author. She died young. And the book was a collection of her poems that had been gathered together from her desk and her drawers that she had never submitted for publication. She had, just didn't think they were good enough to be published. She had had other poems published, but not these ones. And I really wasn't comfortable reading those poems. I felt like I was kind of going through her underwear drawer. These are things she had not intended for the people to read, you know? Good poetry, though. But I needed to for my class, so what can you do? The craftsmanship of it is simply remarkable, says the diary. It reminds me of when my sweet Viola when she was still alive. What do you suppose it refers to? Flora doesn't like the thing at all. I've seen her run away from it on multiple occasions. Recently, she spends more time playing by dear Viola's grave than anywhere else. I'm sad to say I doubt Flora will ever take to it. I can't blame her, as I've changed its personality. Oh, snap, dude. His current wife is a robot. She's a robot duplicate of his wife. Holy crap. That explains everything. And the people being popped into bags? They're other robots who are being repaired and then put back where they were. Holy crap. It all makes sense now. All of it. It all makes sense. I felt terrible forcing that change on Flora, but I just couldn't bear to see it like that anymore. Viola, there can never be another like you. You're my first, my last, and my only. Changed? Its personality? I'm not sure what the Baron means, but this is clearly vital information. I collapsed some days ago and have been bedridden ever since. I feel as if I have failed Flora as a father. I can only hope that when I am gone, the people of the village look after Flora and care for her as I did. This also explains why Flora ran away. She couldn't bear dealing with an automaton that was the visual representation of her mother any longer. He must have been terribly ill. It seems I am not long for this world, and the time has come for me to say goodbye to my little Flora. I've left everything in Bruno's care now. Flora, I pray you find happiness in this life. Bruno's care? I've disclosed the location of the secret place in a note that I've left with an old friend. It is my most fervent hope that the seeker of the golden apple finds it and grants my dearest wish. So he's hoping that whoever finds the golden apple will make his daughter happy. Professor! Baron Reinhold's old friend. We must seek out this person, Luke. But, Professor, how can we possibly find that person with nothing but this diary to go on? Well, if we find the blueprints of the lady of the house, that might tell us something. Ha ha! It's like I always say, Luke. Any good investigation starts on the street. You always say that, Professor. You know I do, Luke. Now, let's get you into some street clothes. We'll just have to ask everyone in the village about the matter. What? I mean, of course. You're absolutely right, Professor. Let's get to it. Of course. Any good investigation also needs direction. Let's start out by asking Ingrid a few questions. She seems to know a great deal about Professor Reinhold. Okay, so, just going through, seeing if there's any more hint coins here. Those are some posh curtains. Cool! The entire garden is visible from this window. A hint coin. Excellent. What a lovely vase. These flowers look like they came from the garden. I'd better make sure I don't knock that over. Okay, let's see here. Looks like it's about time to call it a day. Save. Overwrite the file named Coyote. Yes, please. And so it is that our puzzling adventure of tea and cookies for today draws to a close, but fear not, gentle viewers and listeners, we shall be returning next week to continue our havoc-ridden adventures. But before we go, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all of our patrons and supporters, present and future, with special thanks to Cryptid Rhea and Guinevere, and most of all, extra special thanks to my personal savior, Laughing Gremlin. This channel could not be what it is without your support. Thank you. And if you would like to support what we do, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/Coyote de la Mancha. And when you do, please send a message via email or patron message if there's a particular color in which you'd like to have your name displayed. Alternatively, you can give a one-time gift at kofi.com/Coyote de la Mancha. And finally, thanks to all of you who have been suggesting me to your friends, posting the links. The signal boost really helps. Thank you. And so, until next time, keep your tea hot, keep your cookies cool, and don't be chintzy with the hint coins. And I will see you, gentle viewers and listeners, sometime again.